Hey guys, Derek here with some more Final Fantasy X. In the last episode we were attacked by Sin, sucked up, and now we're floating, face down, in an unknown sea. And I just got a text message saying that my debit card was used, which is a good thing because I did just use my debit card.
Riku!
And here we have a blitzball smashing us in the back of the face. Yep, back of the face. It's a thing now. Alright.
Blitzball!
We have something we know now.
Hey, you okay?
Here we have Wakka. Wakka is one of those characters that I love and I hate at the same time. Like, at times he's awesome, but for the most part it's like, really? That's what you wanted to do? Really? Really? But here we have him. So before we swim to the shore, we want to swim this way. For reasons that I will explain later, much later. If we even get to do it. So here we have a chest, kind of hidden off in the middle of nowhere. We get what's called the Moon Crest. Now, that's really useless right now for us. I do have to say that. But it is useful, and just grabbing it now saves you a lot of time later. So we're gonna swim to shore, we're gonna dive underwater in like 10 minutes, like sneak attack on them. Just sneak up, sneak up, sneak up, sneak up. Come on. Rah! I'm the sea monster! Yeah. It's what, yeah. That's what I got.
Yo. Hiya.
Most anticlimactic introduction ever.
Try that move. One more time.
Finally. Things were starting to look up.
This is just like insane. That being said, this is a Final Fantasy game. I should be expecting insane more often than I do. I am really looking forward to the HD remake of this game though. I'm probably going to disappear for a good solid week.
You know, amateur. Who you play for?
The Xanarkanabes.
And we have silence.
What team you say again?
I meant, forget that. I got too, close to Sin, and my head's all foggy like. So, I don't know where this place is. Or even where I came from.
Sin's toxin got to you. But you're still alive.
It's it's really funny that everyone just accepts that, you know, Sin creates this memory toxin and you go crazy and don't remember
Alright,
anything.
back to practice. I'm Wakka. Coach
and we have
captain of the
this one guy just standing there watching us.
What, you hungry? Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something.
And here's why I wasn't too concerned about the slight spoiler that showed up. Oh, sorry about that, guys.
I felt like I could trust this Wakka, so I just had to ask. It's true Xanarkan was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machines to run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities.
So,
and Xanarkan
I'm just gonna make this
them.
note now while I'm thinking of it. I have my next game already picked out for my next Let's Play.
If you ask me,
so there's not going to be a huge
punishment for letting things get out of hand.
Delay between the two videos. Or the two
we gotta
series, I should say.
Because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important.
But now I have two hard drives set up.
You know?
So
it was just as
how I've
said.
started doing my
Wakka
recordings is kind of funny now.
Both be lying.
My
why would they?
Bandicam, the program I use to record, runs off of the one hard drive. Well, it writes the other hard drive.
From the Xanarkanabes, that was a good one, huh?
And then I just record and record it to the secondary hard drive. I edit it from there too, right? So it edits really quickly.
I appreciated the fact that Wakka was trying to cheer me up.
I gotta say.
But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with Sin. Maybe if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home.
That's just like
For
saying
now,
that maybe if
I just
can
lived
find my
life until that
kidnapper
time
again,
came.
I can live a
No
normal
more worrying
life.
about where or when I was.
It's not
Sure,
gonna
it was
happen,
hard
buddy, I'm
not to think
sorry.
of home, but I started to feel better already. A little better, maybe.
So now while we're heading to the village, I gotta talk about one thing. And now this is something that I just kind of have a personal vendetta about now. Now, I've just, so, going back to my computer issues we were talking about a couple videos ago, I had a number of issues with my computer. It all started with the fan.
Hey, it's this way.
Fans should be about a 3-minute job to fix, or to replace, right? It's a simple matter of you pop it out, you feed it through, screw it back on, and you're done. Like, 5 minutes tops. Changing 2 fans took me 5.5 hours. Because trying to change my one fan created a short in my computer. And this short caused my computer not to boot. And, like, the fans just didn't end up being worth it. I bought 2 fans. One of them worked perfectly. Really high speed, really quiet, and just awesome all around. The other fan worked very, very slowly.
What's the big idea?
And it was just so frustrating. So I took it back in, because, like, since I'm in Canada, I went to Tiger Direct and just bought it there. Because I don't want to order from Newegg, because I might get, not royalties, brokerage fees on there. I'm just gonna keep talking because these are quick bites. So it's like, you know what, I'll just take a drive to Tiger Direct, we'll buy it there, and it'll be good, it'll be fine. So, go into Tiger Direct, say, yep, I want these 2 fans, yep, this is what I want, leaving, done, go home, try and plug the one in, one works perfectly, so I install the second one, goes really slow. So I take the second one in, they replace it off the shelf, like, no questions asked. Tiger Direct is great for that. But the fan that I got is Kingwin. I do not recommend anyone buy these fans. Just for the simple fact that I've gotten 2 that were broken. We really have what's called an ambush. And they always get the first attack. So, that's unfortunate, but yes. So if anyone's looking at building their own computer, do not buy Kingwin fans. Just do not buy them. I'm at the point where I'm just going to be refusing to buy Kingwin now. I'll stick with, like, Ultra. The 2 fans that came with my Ultra case work perfectly. So, Ultra I recommend. My power supply is Ultra now too, so we finally have enough power to actually run our machine properly. Ambush again, come on. What the hell kind of bullshit is this? Attack him. Ended. Game over. Sorry, kid. But yeah, so don't buy Kingwin fans. Stick with Ultra or Corsair. I have a Corsair fan that I was using for a while. My Ultra fans work fucking awesome. But just don't buy Kingwin. Corsair also makes some really good power supplies, but they do get expensive, so I don't recommend buying those per se. Because in order to get the power that you probably want, you want to get the AX series, and those just, those get really pricey. And just the Ultra. I think I got my power supply for like $100, and it's an 850 modular, so I really just can't complain about that one. So there, as you saw, we got a Mana Sphere. Those Mana Spheres are what are used for the mana nodes. So Magic up, MP up, Magic Defense up. And there was a random wall there I was swimming into. And here we have Wakka laughing maniacally in the background.
Let me go!
Got a favor to ask you.
You want me on your team, right?
And then he just like lets us drown. I was surprised he didn't hold our head under the water until he said yes.
A major blitz tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spira will be there. It's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right?
Except for the fact that my old team is in Xanarkand.
What do you say, huh? Come on, come on!
Our old team is in Xanarkand, dude. We told you this already.
Sure thing.
Ooh, our team is gonna rock, eh?
Oh, I should have been rock, yeah. just because that's Wakka's.
I thought then that Blitzball and Sin were the only two things that Spira and Xanarkand had in common.
Vernacular. That's the word I wanted.
I wasn't too far off.
Shoot. If you push X during some cutscenes, you can actually skip parts of it, and that's not good.
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I was 5. I joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago.
So he is
10
23.
years, and we never won a game.
So you are the team's bad luck charm.
After last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right.
I love how Titus's stomach just keeps growling randomly.
So, after quitting, I got this new job, yeah? But every time my mind wandered, I thought about the game.
10 years without a single win will do that.
Speaking from experience there, Titus?
My first match last year was my big chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey!
So, you want to win the next tournament?
So it's worth
Go out
noting
with
that
a bang.
Blitzball is a little mini game in the game we can play,
So, what's our goal?
and I am
don't care
terrible
how
at
we
it.
do. Long as we play our best.
Now, the
We
downside to
give it
this
our all.
is
I
that
can walk
most of
away
Wakka's
No,
final
no.
overdrive
If
that you can
I
get
say what's our goal,
is
you say
obtained through
victory.
Blitzball.
When you play in a Blitzball tournament, you
Yep.
play to win.
I am terrible at Blitzball,
Victory.
and that's the only way you can get Wakka's final overdrive.
You're serious?
Which is another reason I'm not doing a 100% run. Aside from the fact that this game is massive. I will be covering hidden summons though. So if you guys are interested in hidden summons, then, you know, keep watching. We'll get there eventually.
Ah, the one from the sea.
Be on guard. There are fiends on the road today.
After surviving your run-in with Sin, 'twould be a shame if something happened now.
You're talking like you're all high and mighty there, buddy. You want to go around?
Who are they?
You want to go around?
Luzu and Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Cruise of what?
What, you forgot that too?
Dude, I'm talking like I was telling you that I'm from
sorry.
Rick
Don't
and
worry
Xanarkand.
about it. I'll
And I
help
was the
you
star
out.
player of Xanarkand Abe's. Come on, man.
In return, come tournament time, I'll make sure we take the cup.
Yeah, sure.
About the Crusaders, you can
What?
ask them yourself. They got a lodge in a village.
Which I think we're going to ignore and just skip entirely, just for the record. Because I can explain it here. They're, what's the best way to explain this without pissing someone off?
Besaid village.
They got any food there?
So,
We'll get you
Crusaders
something
are
over there
like,
later. Take a look around first.
let's think here. Yevon is a church,
Let's
essentially. Crusaders are what
Crusaders
fight
lodge
churches
is over
enemies.
yonder. Luzu and
This
Gata are
church,
usually
the
there.
Church of Yevon, or just called Yevon, is their only enemy is
All right.
Sin. So Crusaders fight Sin.
Over here.
Huh?
That's
What's
that's
up?
what it boils down to, really.
You do remember the prayer, right?
I don't know any prayers.
Of course I'd never prayed before in my life. Not that he would know that.
I like the old way. I
Must
don't.
have forgot or something.
I like the
Here,
old way.
I'll show you.
Oh, I gotta tell you
you
guys,
try.
I can't help but be extremely excited for not working in a factory anymore. Because these shift changes are killing me. Holy hell. And my temperament goes down the drain with them.
Not bad.
Like, shift changes are what will kill you.
Now go present
That's
yourself
the
to the
only
temple
real
summoner.
downside to working in a factory.
Any Blitzball player
Aside
would
from the
know
fact that
that
everyone
prayer.
hates you.
It was the
'Cause they hate
Blitzball side
themselves,
for
typically.
victory.
It's a fun, interesting environment, to say the least. Actually, I suppose the other reason I'm having issues coming up with figuring out commentary. Oh, there's a treasure chest here. Didn't see this from last time. Cool. Oh, Phoenix Den, lovely. The other reason I'm probably having issues finding commentary to talk about is that I've already recorded this part. 400 gil. High potion. And here we have another couple potions. So we'll talk to this guy. Sin struck Besaid Village so many times I lost count. after this house got hit, I guess it's only just let it be. I would have taken the money, personally. I mean, 400 gil is pretty nice, considering that that doubled pretty much what we had currently. So we're not going to go into the lodge, because they just mock you, and I don't like the Crusaders much. And then we're going to come over here, I believe, and I think it's back here somewhere. Nope, I am wrong. Alright, so, whoops. My bad. Unless it's over here. I could have swore there was something up here that I wanted to grab. Well, whatever. Moving on. Running in here. Huzzah! Progress and shitting things, man. Alright. Oh, no, we still have time. Awesome. So here we have a temple. And it's your standard everyday temple. You know, religious deities everywhere.
It was then, standing in that place.
You have Titus having his own little introspective remarks.
I began to realize how different this world was from my own.
But it has statues everywhere, and it's a temple. Now, this game does draw parallels to religion, but it doesn't mention religion specifically, so I do apologize if any of it ends up offending someone. It's not my intent, but it is the game I'm playing,
10
so
years have passed since Lord Broska became High Summoner.
take it with a grain of salt.
And finally, we receive a statue for our temple.
Oh, what's a High Summoner?
And everyone's just amazed that I don't know what a high summoner is.
I got too close to Sin's toxin. It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over and over.
Well, then get more
Funny,
original, dude.
and
Come
a
on,
little
man.
sad.
The Summoners are practitioners of a sacred art, sworn to protect the people of Yevon. Only a chosen few become Summoners, who call forth entities of great power, the Aeons.
Which is where I got my confusion name
The
from.
Aeons hear our prayers and come down to us. They are the blessing of Yevon.
Or so we think.
So what he meant
Cough, cough.
was that we should respect some kind of great men, or something like that, I figured.
Okay, so now that we've done this here, we got to go back to Wakka's house. But before we do that, we got to do one more thing, and by we I mean me, and by that I mean you guys won't even know I'm gone. Alright guys, sorry about that brief little break there. It makes the commentary feel a little awkward, but with that being said, I am the only one at my house right now. My dogs are even gone, so any small noise kind of terrifies me. I'm not going to deny it. Dr. Wakka.
Sorry, man. Take a
This is required for you to nap, so you gotta say thanks. And just, this is all required.
You could at least go
Though
see how
talking to
they're
the Crusaders is not, so
Can't interfere. It's a rule.
I'm not, you know, happy about talking to the Crusaders. And here we have a dream. It was all just a dream.
But it's been nearly.
It's been nearly a day already.
And here we have a flashback to Titus's past.
People are searching for him now.
Well, he's jacked. Everyone wants to find the guy.
Thank you.
Who cares whether he comes back or not?
Angsty teen.
Fine, let him.
Here we have Titus as an angsty teen with brown hair.
Do you hate him so? But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
It's worth noting that Titus's mom and Titus's dad, neither of them have blonde hair or blue eyes, as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong about that one, but so I'm thinking that, you know, maybe Mama Titus was getting something on the side. I don't know.
Wakka?
I needed something to say there. So we're left alone. But what we're gonna do, in order to progress, we need to go back to the church. But what we're gonna do instead is, because I hope that this cutscene won't trigger. If it does, I might just cry. Come on. Good. Oh, there's a primer there. Cool. So I'll play primer number 2. I didn't even know that was there. So what we want to do is we want to save. Oops, we want to save. Alright, guys. And that's where we're going to leave it here for today. So, I've been Derek, this has been Final Fantasy X, and you all have yourselves a wonderful night.
So what he meant was that we should respect some kind of great men or something like that, I figured.
Sorry, man. Take a...
You could at least go see how they are doing.
We can't interfere. It's a rule.
But it's been nearly. But it's been nearly.
It's been nearly a day already.
Perhaps you could go look for us.
People are searching for him now.
Thank you.
Who cares whether he comes back or not?
But he might die.
Fine, let him.
Do you hate him so? But if he dies, you'll never be able to tell him how much you hate him.
Wakka?